Ruth and I just had a little discussion on Treadalon, and I so appreciate people that have experience with these things to tell me. I brought up the question of why don't they make wool sewing machine thread, and it turns out they do. Aurifil is wool and acrylic, but I just bought a spool, and it's $10 a spool, and I got that cheap because the spool was actually broken on the bottom, and the person couldn't tell, and I'm sorry you're seeing my hand, the person couldn't tell the actual color number, so they sold it cheap. This, sorry about the camera work, the white here is merino, spun fairly thinly, lighter than sport weight, probably fingering weight. It's probably fingering weight or a thin wool for a needlepoint. This is, I think it's Columbia Corriedale. This is where I am for spinning wool thread. It's thinner than my fingering weight. So the whole challenge, you can see it's very hairy, and this is drying. I just took it out of the, see how it stretches a little bit? So I don't know if that's good or bad. The challenge is to see if I can spin my own wool thread to use in a sewing machine. Other than bobbin work, which I have just been told is using wool in a bobbin and doing a type of embroidery with the right side of the piece facing downward and using the bobbin as like a top thread, similar to sewing from the back with a Model 20. But this is where I am. Here's another section not so stretched. So you can see there is a difference in the thickness, but this might still be too thick to go through a sewing machine needle smoothly. Like this lump, it would never make it through the needle and the thread would break. So it's an ongoing process.